Is Hannah?
Here's Hannah. So good extension and rotation. Body position is good. You're riding high in the water. Your hips and legs are more or less in the same at the same level that your upper body is, and you're reaching forward well. So reaching forward is always a big part of good swim training. Breathing looks comfortable. You may be turning your head a little more than you need to ultimately. You really just need to get your mouth out of the water, but you're not lifting your head, so that's good. And then your kick, you have what's called the 2-beat kick going on here, so you're basically, your kick is supporting the timing of your arm strokes. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. So you're doing the 2-beat kick the way you should, which is your right foot is kicking down when your left arm extends, and your left foot is kicking down when your right arm extends. If you keep practicing over time, you can work on making that a stronger kick. Whereas right now it's sort of leisurely, but you can make it a more powerful kick. It's still at a 2-beat kick. Here, looking at where your arms are reaching to, so you're sort of directly in front of your head with a good amount of rotation. This is not bad at all. If you could keep your left arm slightly off to the left side and your right arm slightly off to the right side, it may be a bit of a better starting point, but it's not bad at all. You can see how much rotation you're getting, so that's a good thing, getting the rotation side to side. Alright, and then looking at your actual stroke. So with your left arm, you're extending forward and slightly down, so the slightly down means that you're going to miss out on a little bit of pulling, and then your pull back with that left arm is what I would call a bit of elbow slip, meaning that your hand and your forearm are staying parallel to the bottom of the pool, and your elbow leads the stroke back slightly. Your left arm here is sort of in between, so that was your right arm. Your left arm, which you just went by with, is in between a straight arm pull and an elbow slip. So let's look at your right arm one more time. Yeah, that's more elbow leading the stroke back there. So the left arm, straight arm pull means your forearm and your upper arm are staying at one angle, and the elbow slip means that your hand and forearm are staying parallel to the bottom, and then your elbow leads the stroke back, so you're in between those two. And now we'll keep talking about that in a second. So here, just looking at where your arm's extending, you may be slightly over-rotating as you turn to breathe. It's not bad at all, but it's maybe just a slight bit of over-rotation. Okay, back to the arm strokes. So with your left arm, good extension. That's great extension and rotation. It doesn't look like you're over-rotated there at all. Now, as your arm starts to move down, you look at the angle of your forearm and your upper arm and see how it's sort of just one straight line here. What you want to move towards is that high elbow catch. Now here, your elbow starts to come back towards your body before your hand and forearm, or your hand and forearm have not gone vertical. So that's called the elbow slip. So long story short, you want to work on that high elbow catch or early vertical forearm, doing a lot of one-arm drill, doggy paddle drill, some catch-up drill, and fist drill. And then you have a good finish to the stroke here. Now over to your right arm. So entering, and then extending down just slightly. See how your hand is a foot or a foot and a half below the surface of the water, so your hand could start from a slightly higher point. Good extension rotation. Maybe just a little bit of over rotating there, so you might not need to go that far over to your side. and then begin to pull down, push back. So this is kind of a straight arm motion here as well. See the upper arm, forearm, same angle, and then the elbow starts coming back towards your body, and your hand and forearm are not entirely vertical. So same basic thing going on there. So lots of one-arm drilling and thinking about the early vertical forearm will help you out. You'll get faster and more powerful with that. And hope that all helps.